You're watching Any Filmmakers at IBC, and today we are in Amsterdam. Welcome to IBC 2025.
This is the Canon EOS C50. It's our smallest and lightest cinema camera ever, and you'll notice that it has an all-new ergonomic design specifically for filmmaking, which includes a detachable top handle with 2 XLR inputs, as well as multiple mounting rigging points on the camera. But it also has a brand new 7K full-frame sensor, the first ever cinema camera that Canon has made that has open gate recording. So you can shoot 3x2, which will give you coverage for widescreen or give coverage for social media, and it's also great for anamorphic lenses. So we've also added a really exciting lens to our Cine Servo range. So these lenses are renowned in the broadcast industry for both TV studios and live sports, for adding large format look to traditional television. And this lens will be available in both PL mount as well as RF mount.
So this is the GFX ETERNA 55. I'd say top level, it's about a sensor. The sensor is a 44mm wide by 33mm tall. A sensor built from it's the same sensor that's in the GFX 100 II. It has an optical low pass filter, has an END, which is huge. It covers the whole sensor. It goes from clear to 2 stops, 2 to 7 stops in 0.05 increments. You can kind of shoot straight to color if you want. You can choose one of the film simulation modes that are very famous in our X and GFX cameras. You can have all that in your preview, but you can still export a log file. So we have a color gamut called F-Log2C. The camera is supposed to be a tool. This camera is a very, very versatile tool. And I'd say where it really excels is, like I said before, people don't want their images to look like film. That's what you're going to get here.
So we've recently released the MG series big lights, the big brothers of the older MG lights. We started with the MG 6K, which was sooner, which is a 6K HMI equivalent in LED. And now we've released the MG 4K right behind me, and the MG 4K R, which is the full RGB version of the bicolor with green magenta shift MG 4K. The new MG 4K is going to be selling for $4,300 MSRP.
So we have here the new Manfrotto One hybrid tripod. So it's a new tripod that basically is merging all the key features that nowadays are needed from both photographers and videographers. The new legs, as you can see, feature a different structure of the tube is not round, but is a different shape. Then the leg release mechanism is fast. So it means that just with one lever for each leg, I can simply deploy the tripod and be very fast on the setup. So thanks to this new mechanism, I can engage the ad very quickly. For nowadays content creators, I have the 90-degree vertical for social media content creation.
So the product is actually called a Pyro Ultra. The first is a 4K 60 wireless video transmitter, but the name is also called a Pyro Ultra. So it actually talks with all our Pyro family. So this one is connected to a Pyro 7 and also a receiver of the Pyro Ultra. We actually connected with the one Tilta's focus pulling. So actually the feature is a low latency. We call it focus mode. So we are supposed to focus pulling with this device. So the latency is as low as like 20-ish milliseconds. I think this one is up to like a 1.5 kilometers or something. It's gonna be long, long distance. We call it V-Core, or we designed it for content creators, especially like solo shooters or creators with a small budget, or even photographers. It's a video transmitter, I would say. So it works as a video transmission system. You can see you can have the cold shoe mount here, and you've got cold shoe mount here as well. So you can either mount it this way or that way. We have like a MagSafe that you can work on it. You can put your phone over here. It's transforming your phone to a monitor. So that's what it does. If you're doing photos, like if you're working as a photographer, you can passing files, quickly transferring files to the device. You can do live streaming. So let's say that you are monitoring with your phone, but that you just need to enter the RTMP, and then it goes live on your phone. This system also talks to the Pyro family, so you can also use other Pyro receivers if you want to upgrade or something. Yeah, we are also aiming to launch it in the last quarter of this year, so maybe in 1 or 2 months it's going to be out. Then you can find more details, more cool features of this product.
Yeah, so we showed the first time this year the Nano Pro. That's the successor to the Nano wireless family. So I think it's the first battery on the market that has 3 USB-C outputs. So one of them is a 100 watt PD in and output. The other 2s are 18 watt. So you have a lot of different in and outputs for all your camera accessories like monitors, follow focus systems, wireless microphones. And on the side, we also have like 2 DTAP outputs. And we also have like a display on the front that's going to show you like all the information you need, like the wattage and all the in and outputs on the DTAPs. Going to be at $199 US.
Yeah, this is the new Master Grip. It's gonna come out next week, especially for the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. So it's a combination of a case with a filter ecosystem, with a protection filter, with CPL and ND separately available. And then we have this grip and the LED lights. This is all MagSafe compatible, and you can both use this as a shutter button, you can zoom, you can change between modes, you can change between the cameras, and it also functions as a power bank, so it automatically charges your phone as well. The full kit, including the light and everything, is at $159, available from next week. There's also a kit without the light and the filter, and that's at $119, so that's quite affordable.
In my hand is the new Aurora. So you have already know we already have the 85 1.4 in Aurora series. Now we bringing out the certified 1.4, which is the wider focus lens. So the weight of the 35mm 1.4 is 490 grams. We have the button in here. You can change for on and off for the click. And then you can also have the F-band here for autofocus locking and customize. So this one is definitely like targets on content creators. So the lens will be like similar to the 85 1.4, will be 549 per lens.
The Aizu primes are joining the high-speed primes. What kind of separates these from our existing high-speed primes? These are going to have a much more kind of natural, organic feel to them. So these have a little bit more relaxed corrections. They're not quite as highly corrected. So they have just a more soft rendering. So they still have the same critical sharpness essentially, but a much softer fall-off, much smoother transitions between the in and out of focus areas. So ranging from 25 to 75. These are also a little bit brighter. These are T1.3 throughout. The focus throw has also been a little bit extended out to 270 degrees from 180 degrees focus throw. They now also support the Zeiss extended metadata via this Lima port, so you get even more information for visual effects productions. Have been announced in June, but they are just now starting to ship, so we're excited to finally get them out there.
Very new stuff, right? So Chris, of course, you've seen all the really cool bubble effects, but this year at IBC, it's all about the professional capabilities of the machine. So the really cool part about this is because of the size of the machine, now we can hide it in different places. And so one of the things I really love to show you guys is not this one, but this one with the remote control. You can see in my body, you can see the smoke coming out from my, right? And so I would like you to see very close up here, right? So you can see this is the smoke vest. For the first time, we are creating a professional on-body harness for on-body smoke effects. This is heat-resistant, weatherproof. So you can wear this outdoors and not to worry about it affecting your performance. And so you can see this is a DMX control console, and all I have to do is to press this button, and you can see now you can control it with the DMX protocol. This is the Ninja Trident, and this is the response to the question, how many Smoke Ninjas do you need to equal the output of a traditional fog machine? So what you're looking at here, it's just really 3 Ninjas, but it has the equivalent of a 500 watt to 700 watt fog machine. But the best part about this is that it's a modular design. So all the accessories, as I've said, right here, looks really good. Everything for around 700 euros. And you can see here, that's the handle. It also comes with an extra remote. And everything as a system, you'll be ready for all the shoots.
Yeah, so last year we launched this. This is the Vinten Versine 360. So this was to support OB setups, and it'll balance from 0 to 40 kilograms. This head, you can change it from being spherical base to flat base really, really easily. Super versatile, really well balanced. Drag is amazing. So this is it. This is the new one, the Versine 240. It is 2 kilograms lighter. This one is 6.3. This one is just over 4 kilograms. This head is about £9,000. This one's 7,250.
Hello, we have a new active head. It's now a new model in the range. I mean, active range has been around for quite some time now. The active 18, which 18 kilos at 100 millimeter center of gravity. The big advantage of active is the speed leveling. So if you need to level your camera, you just lift the lever up and you're done. So you don't have to bend down and open and close things because with ENG teams, they're moving around a lot and every time you have to re-level. And the nice thing about it, it's quite small for the 18 kilos it can carry. It's only 3.4 weight for the head. The system, if you take the active 18 with the flow tick, the list price is €7,200.
This is the Litepanels Astra IP, which is an IP-rated run and gun ENG light. It's color tunable between 2,700 and 6,500 Kelvin, and it's a very robust, usable fixture with app control as well as control via streaming ACN and Wi-Fi and Ethernet. And it's designed very much for use in broadcast. The battery also comes with an IP-rated enclosure, so you can run it completely in the rain without fear of damage to the lamp. In pounds, this is about £750 for the smallest, the quarter size. Then there's a 1x1 and a 2x1, which are about £900 and then £1,900.
Hi, my name's Kurt from Anton Bauer, and this is the Anton Bauer Eden. It's a 2.5 kilowatt power supply, being able to output 2.5 kilowatts up to 3.7 in short bursts. It's a fully IP65 rated battery, able to go into all different kinds of market situations. 2 230 volt AC outputs at 16 amps each in type F Shuko, 4 USB-C PDs, 2 with 100 watts each for laptops, and 2 for phones. It also works as UPS, so we can take power input into the Eden while we're doing output, also via an MPPT socket, which allows us to take a solar panel up to 500 watts and keep trickle charging the unit all day. We can daisy chain multiple units together using just the power cord with no indefinite top end. The price point is €3,249 or £2,899.
Right, so this behind me are two of the latest lights, which is the NanLux Evoke 150C and the 600C. So what's unique is these are our latest lights with the Nebula C8 engine. So we now have 8 colors, which is RGB LAC plus indigo and deep red. And what this does is to smooth out the light spectrum output, and as a result, filmmakers can get a much better saturation and better skin tones out of the box. And then it also comes with IP66 rating. We have broken the limits of color temperature. We can now go as low as 1000 kelvins all the way to 20,000 kelvins. Right, the 600C is going at Euros 2580 and the 150C is going at Euro 1080.
Today, we are going to introduce about the Schneider Krishna and actually some collabo products 24-60 f2.8 for full frame Sony mount. And this 24-60 will be €749, which is very compelling product of compelling price. And it has the smallest and most compact, lightweight, standard zoom lens for your users. So now you can use the full autofocus functionalities with FX3 and the other cameras from the Sony.
This is the most compact cinema camera you can imagine. R3D built in, so you have Red RAW format internal recording, you have Nikon RAW internal recording, ProRes RAW, you have 10-bit files, you have 8-bit files, whatever you want to have with this. With 4-inch 1000 nits, DCI P3 color space, more than 3 megapixel resolution, 2349, so €2349, and coming 16 October.
Thanks for watching Indie Filmmakers at IBC 2025. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We see you next year.